Another day, man. Another day we are closer to San Diego Comic-Con, and the closer we get to San Diego Comic-Con means that we are going to be getting a lot of things leaked out by everywhere. We're going to start to see different lineups leaking out, things slipping through the cracks, things that we are going to be getting to see at San Diego Comic-Con, and there's a lot out there. I don't know exactly what we're going to be getting, but we do have quite a bit of leaks today and some things we're going to talk about, and I don't know how to feel about it, man. We can talk about it and discuss it. You can let me know what you think, but we're going to be diving into Elite Series 128, which has been changing multiple times. The lineup has changed quite a bit. Let's dive into it, man. Let's start things off with Elite Series 128, and then we will get into the rest of them here. And the first one that we're going to get into is Elite Series 128. Now, the first one is Jelly Roll. This is one we've already known about. This is one that we saw back at WWE World. A lot of potential with this figure. We've seen it. It looks like the talent. Say what you will about getting Jelly Roll. I'm not a Jelly Roll fan by any stretch, but my God, it looks just like the character. So I'm kind of intrigued to see how it feels in hand, how it poses, and if he ends up being one of the better elites of the year. I don't know, but it looks like the character. That's what I can say about the figure. But we also know that in this wave, we saw JC Jane. This is going to be her first elite. We saw this figure also at WWE World on display. This is going to be a great looking figure. The prototype looks really, really good. We know about the sculpts. We know how good the figure looks on paper. It's just going to be the execution, what gear it is, all those different things until it comes to fruition. But JC Jane also looked pretty good. One that I'm really excited about is going to be Seth Rollins. Now, I am a big Seth Rollins guy, but I'm really intrigued about the necklace. I do hate that this figure is going to feature Elite Series 93 head sculpt. This is the figure that we saw on display in the cabinet at WWE World. This was a prototype. We don't know what gear it's going to be. We don't know the moment exactly, but it does look like he's going to come with the Money in the Bank briefcase. He's going to come with the necklace. This figure has a lot of high potential. I'm really, really excited for this Seth Rollins, and hopefully it is going to be a great figure. I just want to see new head sculpts for Seth Rollins. I do not know what the deal is about getting head sculpts for Seth Rollins. We've had the same ones for a damn decade, it feels like now. And then we move on to the next figure in the set, which is going to be Ron Killings. Updated R-Truth. I really like this, and I know that it's kind of a re-release, but it is an updated head sculpt. But what I like about Ron Killings or R-Truth figures is this new formula they gave him from the neck down is so good, man. Just too good, just too good. Poses really well, great formula. Love the shorts. The new Cena shoe mold is so much better than the old one. Really dig the Ron Killings, which is a good update. I'm excited to see what gear it is, what accessories he comes with. And since it's the main WWE Elite line, I'm going to be honest, I'm very shocked Seth Rollins is coming with all those accessories because it seems like nowadays, man, in the main WWE Elite line, you get like one thing, and shoot, they may not even give you the extra hand nowadays. You got to be worried. I was obviously being over-exaggerant right there, but regardless of the fact, the next figure is going to be Tala Tonga. This is another figure that we knew was coming. Should be a large figure. Not the most exciting figure, but you know what? At least you complete that faction. You get some good stuff there for Tala Tonga, and hopefully it looks like the character, maybe it'll pose well and everything like that. That's all you can really say, man. I'm not really a big Tala Tonga fan, but at least you get some fresh faces around here. Let's get into the last figure in the set, which has changed multiple times, man. At first, we thought this was going to be LA Knight. We thought this was going to be Xavier Woods, but it looks like the final lineup for this is going to be Randy Orton. Now, for Randy Orton, I don't know, man. We saw him back in Elite Series 116. We did see a Top Picks figure of him as well, and both of those had the same formula, and I do not like that formula, man. I don't like this formula for Randy Orton. I think it looks very goofy. I don't mind the torso, but they give him the small shoulders and arms. They could also upgrade his legs. Maybe they'll upgrade the legs. Since his Ultimate got the upgrade in the legs, maybe this one will get the upgrade in the legs, and they'll be a little bit bigger and everything, but he needs bigger shoulders and arms. Hopefully the tattoo is not on the nipple like we saw in his Ultimate Edition, so I don't know, but I love Randy Orton, and I hope that it's a good gear. Now, I'm speculative that this will probably be SummerSlam 2025, which was a very boring gear too. It was all black, which we saw with his first Ultimate Edition from WrestleMania. I think it was WrestleMania 38 or something like that, in his tag team with Matt Riddle. We got to see his Elite 116 in the brownish and black, which was not a very attractive figure either. And then the chase of Elite 116 was a lot better in the yellow, silver, and black, which is a great attire. I just don't like that formula for Randy Orton, man. I don't know. His figures used to bat such a high percentage. Now, I don't know. It's hard to kind of address. We'll see how Randy Orton feels in Elite Series 128. But that is your full Elite Series 128 right there. Jelly Roll, JC Jane, Randy Orton, Seth Rollins, Ron Killings, and Tala Tonga. But I don't know. How are you feeling about this wave? I want to know what you guys think. This set, I know that we should be getting a gallery of Elite Series 127 very soon, and hopefully that'll be the case. and they are shooting new figures, so hopefully we will get a new gallery maybe by next Friday or something like that. But let's move on to Greatest Hits Series 13. Now, the Greatest Hits line has had a very weird history. We've detailed it here on the channel, how it kind of started as this really cool thing where they're giving us figures from the past that they updated, and it gets, collectors are able to track down some of those older figures that have no longer been on the market for a while. They're kind of grails in a sense. Some of them, we've seen this in the From the Vault line, things like that. But this new Greatest Hits set is going to be Series 13, and the last few Greatest Hits have been straight up just top picks, re-releases and stuff. We saw in the Greatest Hits 12 with the John Cena, the Jacob Fatu, the Roman Reigns, and the Drew McIntyre that we just got. I also just got this Cena through the door. Should be reviewing that probably tomorrow. We'll do a whole breakdown on that John Cena Elite Greatest Hits figure that has the wrong and accurate shirt. But this set is going to first feature Gunther. Now, Gunther, it's tough because his figures are very good. They really are. They're very good. I mean, you could give him a trench coat or a robe. You can give him a change of tights. And I know he doesn't really change his tights all that much, but you give him navy blue, and that would be an attire that we haven't seen. It would be on a really good formula. It would pose well. It would look like the character. Gunther/Walter bats a very high percentage. You go back to his ringside exclusive Walter, very, very good figure there too. So Gunther being here, kind of a boring figure, but they look just like the character. He's a great heel to put up on your shelf, and people want that character on their shelf. So Gunther's going to be getting a feature in Greatest Hits 13. The next figure in the set is going to be Roman Reigns, everybody's favorite. I know I'm a big Roman Reigns guy. I know a lot of people don't like to collect his figures because it's not that much changed, but it'll just depend, man. I mean, we don't know if this is going to be, like in the past, based off the lineup, it makes me think these are just going to be straight re-releases. Usually when it's current talent like this, it's usually just straight re-releases, and that's probably what this is going to be, unfortunately, for a lot of people. But Roman Reigns, is it going to be his Elite 126 WrestleMania 41 gear, or is it going to be his, his other figures, Elite Series 123 in the black and red? Is it going to be a changing gauntlet? I don't know. We'll have to see and figure that out, of course, but that is the next figure in the set. And the last figure in Greatest Hits 13 is going to be John Cena. Now, with John Cena, this is big because, as you know, they have been re-releasing John Cena's, but they have recently, this is where it's tough because in Elite Series, or Greatest Hits Series 12, it was a re-release of the Elite 127, which they still haven't confirmed yet, but I'm pretty much confirming it already. And that figure was re-released. But in Greatest Hits 13, is it going to be a re-release of one of those other Last Time Is Now tour, retirement tour John Cena's? Or is it going to be a new gear that we haven't seen just yet from the retirement tour? I would hope that it would be a look we haven't seen from the retirement tour because, we want to get all those shirts in there. We want to see all of those looks in figure form. Now, some people might not, but it just makes sense. Why wouldn't they just keep plugging in those Last Time Is Now tours? You could redo the shirt, redo the hat, redo the bands. It's just a repaint of existing figures. I don't want to see repeat head sculpts, but they'll probably do it. I mean, it just makes the most sense. They can redo a head sculpt, just repeat the same figure, repaint it. It's a really good formula. It's just going to be, are they going to get the colors right on the shirt? Are they going to get all those things right on the shirts and the hats and stuff? Or is it going to be too dark? Is it going to be too light? Hopefully they will nail the shirt and hat color and all those different things. But John Cena is in Elite Series Greatest Hits 13 or WWE Elite Greatest Hits 13. And that full set is going to be Gunther, Cena, and Roman Reigns. I actually think this set is already up for pre-order, if I'm not mistaken, on Ringside Collectibles, which I'm just now realizing. So hopefully this John Cena will be a Last Time Is Now tour or retirement tour Cena of a gear we have not seen. Out of all those, there are a lot that we're missing, and there are a lot that I want to see personally. If I had to pick one, I really don't have skin in the game, man. I just want to see a good attire, and I want the attire to be accurate to what John Cena trotted out in, right? I want it to look like the character and stuff, but that is Greatest Hits 13. And then we have Top Picks, man. New Top Picks WWE Elite Series coming out. And in this set, we are going to finally be getting another Penta. Now, this is interesting to me. And it's crazy because sometimes the Top Picks line is just re-releases of other figures, and sometimes they are repaints of previously done figures, and sometimes they are completely, they add some new stuff. It's not, they don't do it often, but it could happen, I guess. But in this set, we're going to be getting Penta. Now, I pray to God they don't just give us the Elite 126 again. I pray to God they don't just give us the Defining Moments again. I could see them putting Defining Moments Penta in. I'm actually shocked they haven't just straight up re-released the Defining Moments Penta in the From the Vault set or something like that in the black and white. I guess that's what this could be. they just remove the Cero Miedo hands and then they call it a day. I could see them doing that here, and I guess that would be good to get that figure out, but that would probably upset a lot of people. It'd probably make a lot of people happy. I know they don't really give a damn about that. It doesn't really matter, but I don't know, man. I'm hoping this is a new gear. I want to see a different Penta. I don't want to see the red one. I don't want to see a black and white one. If we're going to redo Penta, we need to redo Penta the right way. We do know that an Ultimate Edition is coming. We don't know if that's going to be Mattel Creations exclusive or whatever. We should know that very, very soon. Hopefully, we get some updates on that figure very soon, and we don't have to wait 2 months till Comic-Con. So hopefully, this Penta Ultimate will be released soon, or we'll get some updates on that. We haven't seen it since Mattel Creations revealed, or the revealed event on Mattel. But the Top Picks Penta, I hope, is a repaint of Elite 126 or the Defining Moments. I don't want to see the same thing. Give me something else here. I'd like that so we can get some more Pentas out here because they're really, really good, and I would really like to see what they come up with there. But the last figure in the Top Picks wave is going to be John Cena. I know. I can hear you barking from here, man. People are saving a lot of money. I can tell you that. Yeah, people are saving a lot of money with the amount of talents here because there's no flashbacks in this video for real. One thing I can say is there are a lot of flashback waves out there. I know that the main WWE Elite line, the greatest hits, and the top picks have kind of morphed into all current day talent and all modern day talent, but at least you are getting the legend sets, you are getting the From the Vault sets, which, I mean, they usually re-release exclusives in the From the Vault set, and they're typically flashbacks, but you have the Monday Night Wars greatest hits, the Legends greatest hits, you have the original Legends line, so you have the Saturday Night's Main Event line that's coming soon to Walmart, so there are ways to get flashbacks, not including ringside exclusive or whatever they end up putting out, but yeah, it's like they've separated the market into a few different ways. You have your main talent that they make that's on WWE television often, and then you have your flashback talent, and they're capturing. This is how Mattel's always operated. They've always operated to capture different parts of the market at the exact same time with their waves. That's why in these waves, usually they'll have one female talent, you'll have, usually one or two flashbacks, then you have all current day. But then they had to shift that model because they got so much product coming out, they shifted it to full lines being for certain groups or certain people that want to buy that. So that is what you get. But in that Top Picks John Cena, I have the same feelings for the Top Picks John Cena as I do for the Greatest Hits 13 John Cena. I just don't want to see the same John Cena. Give me a different John Cena. Make it different. I hope it's not the You Can't See Me John Cena. I hope it's not a John Cena we've already seen. I don't want to see any of those John Cenas we saw previously. I want to see John Cenas that we have not gotten. I want to see retirement tour attires that we have not gotten, or give me attires of John Cena from before the retirement tour, but something tells me that a lot of these John Cenas we're getting, unless it's specific, I think we're going to be seeing a lot of retirement tour John Cenas just because there's so many we're missing, and they're probably going to want to try and get all of those out as much as possible. They're going to plug them in basics, they're going to plug them in battle packs, they're going to plug them in elite lines as much as they can until they get all those out, or maybe they'll just skip over it, but I mean, to this day, we still have not seen WrestleMania 41 John Cena yet. Unbelievable, man. I swear they love to they love to torture me, and it seems like it's on purpose at this point. They mess up the John Cenas. They don't release certain John Cenas. Like, God, what are we doing, man? But that is what I wanted to talk about today, man. Lots of WWE action figures coming down the pipe. But, yeah, I mean, it's not the most exciting leaks of all time. It's not the most, let me know, man. Let me know what you're thinking. You get to save a lot of money here. That's the big part, and this is something I try to tell you guys all the time. Okay, now you know these are coming down the pipe. You don't know all of them, right? You don't know all the figures that are coming. You don't know some of the legend stuff. This is the time when you know that these sets are coming out, and we don't know what they look like exactly, but this is the time to go back in the well and buy things that you've already missed out on or things that you've wanted in your collection that you haven't quite gotten yet. Don't worry about the new shiny items that are probably going to be re-releases or, just tweaks. Go get those characters that you really, really want on your shelf or in your collection. But nonetheless, man, that's going to wrap it up for me. I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know your thoughts on all this down below. I want to hear from you. I appreciate you all. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Have a blessed one, and I will catch you guys later.